If you're hearing this now, there is a really good chance you've seen this video. It got a few views, and if you watched it through to the end, you might remember me saying this. I know it's not finished, but we'll be coming back to this project some other time and finishing up our tropical resort build, so definitely keep an eye out for that. And well, gamers, it is finally that time. I hope y'all are prepared for what might just be the largest building project I've ever done. We're gonna be taking this blank canvas of a tropical island that we made last time and transforming it into a beautiful, vibrant Paradise Island resort. So sit back, grab a snack, and buckle up, because we're about to place a whole lot of blocks. I swear to God, if this stupid little island finally gives me carpal tunnel, I am literally gonna... Hey, don't worry about that. Let's go! So in the OG Megabase video, I did most of the basic terraforming, but you know, still gotta fix up a couple little things here and there. Touched up the hill over there, then I went in and started putting down palm trees, trying to keep them on the border of the grass and the sand. Then of course, before you make any structures, you're gonna need pathways. So I'm adding in little pathways from the docks to where one of the main villages is gonna be. I love the way these houses turned out. Had to make a couple revisions, but the end result was really nice. You can see I'm connecting them all to the central pool deck area. Really love the mangrove, junglewood, and white terracotta here. In total, we got 6 cabins. As we zoom out here, you see that there's actually going to be another village deeper in the island. But first, we got to add in some more tree cover, so I start throwing down jungle trees, more so in the center of the island. Next up, I worked on the big mountain. You can see my ugly concrete outlines, which I definitely didn't follow at all. This thing was nuts. I had to place so many grass blocks. I know tools like World Edit are a thing, but honestly, I'm too lazy to learn how to use it. But God, this tired out my hands. Oh yeah, we're also texturing the top a little bit with some stone and some dirt, and of course we're making it into like a little inactive volcano kind of thing with the magma and the smoke, just to make the top of the mountain a bit more interesting. This whole time the beaches were pretty bland, so I started detailing. Mostly like beach stuff, you know, blankets, umbrellas, sandcastles, picnic areas, that kind of vibe. And around the back we got this huge dock that I hadn't really touched yet. So we're throwing in some more palm trees, building out pathways all across the island, and here I stopped to get a cool little fly through of the half we got so far. We're doing one of these with shaders later, so definitely stick around for that. I'm absolutely loving how this turned out so far, by the way. Okay, on to the back half. This part's gonna be a lot more dense and jungly, and that's gonna be reflected in the kinds of cabins that we build. But first, we gotta throw in the foliage. I'm actually customizing each one of these jungle trees to make them look less boring. Yeah, it took a while, but we can't have ugly looking trees. Nice trees are very important to me. Here I'm throwing down the cabins, and these are totally different than the ones from earlier, much more rustic. You come here if you want really more like a in the woods kind of experience. I also made a little amphitheater. Now you can see way in the back there, I'm building a radio tower because you gotta have some way to communicate with the outside world. And of course, more pathways and foliage. I really wanted to make sure there were pathways running all across all parts of the island. It's a lot more cohesive that way. Makes the place feel a bit more lived in and used. I thought it would be really cute to have like a little hidden bonfire kind of setup. I did a lot more detail work after this, but I think it's about time we turn on the shaders and take a look at our finished build. You know, as I was making this, there was one thing that I just couldn't get out of my mind. I just couldn't stop thinking about Woohoo Island from Wii Sports Resort. If you played that game, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And I started thinking about how it would actually be kind of cool to try and recreate that in Minecraft. So if that sounds cool to you, do leave a comment down below letting me know. I will be looking out for all the comments on this video. And if you've got any other suggestions for like large scale time-lapse builds like this, ones that might even take more than one video to complete, also let me know down in the comments as well. I'm always looking for new video ideas. Anyways guys, wow. I am so incredibly happy with how this build turned out. It's been a whole lot of time in the making. As you know, the original Megabases video was over 2 months ago as of the time of me recording this. And I'm just really happy I finally got around to finishing it. I especially like the contrast between this area in the back and the more front-facing resort area over here. You know, imagining this as like a tropical resort, there's different styles of accommodation for different kinds of people. I thought that was a very nice touch. I think I went into this project with a good building process in mind, you know, starting with the terraforming and the basic shape of the land, then laying in pathways and foliage, and then of course building up the structures alongside that, then finally going in with little bits of detail, you know, stuff that I didn't even show in the time lapse, like this little beach volleyball setup here with the benches and the umbrellas and everything, adding in more interesting details like the bamboo and the parrots all over the more dense part of the jungle, and even around back here adding in some boxes and crates and stuff, as well as loading areas for this huge dock back here. Thankfully, I had enough time to really go over this build with a fine-tooth comb and add in the little bits of details that I wanted to add in. Of course, I couldn't do everything. These houses here don't exactly have much going on the interior front, and neither do the ones over in this area. But you know, there's only so much time in the world to work on building projects, and that's just how it be sometimes. Now I know what some of you are probably thinking, you're trying to get your hands on a world download. And I got you, dude. As of the time this video goes live, there will be a community post from yours truly with a link to a Google Drive folder where you can go and download this entire world, explore it to your heart's content, find all the little intricacies and details that I left behind for you guys to investigate. And I really hope you enjoy flying around in it as much as I enjoyed building it. So yeah guys, I think that's just about all I've got to show you for today. This was a gargantuan video to put together, so if you enjoy the time-lapse or the build or anything like that, a like on the video would be really appreciated. And of course, if you are not subscribed, consider doing that as well. It would be really nice. Until next time, my dudes, this has been Leon, and I will see you all in the next Minecraft video. Take care, my friends. Oh, there's a parrot next to my head. Wow, poggers.